Nobody knows where the nose goes when the doors close. Yeah, swipe in the house, kicking it once again on that goddamn music, man. That music. All about that music. In that studio, pushing keys, you know what I'm saying? Pushing a line. No safe music. It's a no safe zone. No safeness. And that's what I want to talk about today. Safe music. Not all of them. Not all of them. Some of the records you hear today, they safe. You know what I'm saying? They safe. There's no risk in the records. We see what works and we're going to go along with what works, which I can understand. You know what I'm saying? From a business standpoint, I understand that. Hot dogs is selling. So why the hell would I try to sell a hamburger if hot dogs selling? I'm the guy that'll come along and sell the hamburger because they selling hot dogs. I look at it like, hey, everybody's selling hot dogs. I need me something different. Hamburgers is food too. Hell, this might even be a little better than a hot dog. So I'm the hot dog slanging kind of guy. I'm not gonna make that fucking safe ass music that's already been made. Somebody has to do something that hasn't been done. If everybody is doing the same thing, we're gonna keep getting the same results. So we have to have that risky music. And I'm coming with it to push that goddamn line. I'm pushing that line. Look at 2 Live Crew. Before that, rap didn't have nobody talking about women the way that they talked about them women. But behind closed doors, motherfuckers talked about women like that and talked to women like that, treated women like that. They was the first motherfuckers to come put that shit on a record like that. Boom. Not saying that it has to be, vulgar. You know what I'm saying? Nothing like that. But I'm just saying it was different. It was different. That's what we have to do today. Bring something different. I'm bringing something different to the table. Because look at this here. We got a lot of things that we do in our life and we go through and we struggle with that we don't talk about. But nah, fuck that. We need to talk about it because it's somebody else that's going through that shit. And we have to reach people to help them. Music helps people. So hey, when I listen to this record and boom, I just so happen to hear you talk about something that I'm going through. I'm going to fuck with that. And I'm going to hear what you're talking about and hear you explain it. Maybe it's some light at the end of the tunnel of this problem that you're talking about. And listening to you can help me get through it because you got through it. That's what music is about right there. Helping somebody. It ain't always about bragging on a motherfucker, letting them know how good you are. Self-worship. And then you want a bunch of motherfuckers to worship you. Fuck you. Who is you? You ain't shit. What you have to realize as a consumer, we all are the same. Just because I bust a rap, it does not make me better than you. I'm just able to articulate a situation better than you. Maybe. But, don't praise me or any artist. Like them, and appreciate their music, but don't praise these motherfuckers. Don't praise me because I ain't shit. I'm just a regular motherfucker that can make good music. Appreciate the fact that I make good music and have respect for that. But I'm going to push the line for you guys. And I'm going to talk about a whole lot of subjects. I have a record on my album now called Porn. I'm addicted to porn. This porn now, man, it's just so much access. Like when I was growing up to watch porn, you have to wait till a motherfucker leave the house. Then you have to, have the tape. You couldn't buy a tape. You could buy it from somebody, but you couldn't buy it at the store. So you had to find a flick on the tape. Your uncle or somebody leave a damn flick somewhere and you find it and watch that shit. We used to watch that shit as youngsters, you know what I'm saying? Trying to figure out what the fuck is going on. But the porn of the day is unlimited, man. And these telephones make it fucked up. And I made a record about that shit because that shit got a hold on me. And I know that shit has a hold on somebody else because of the access, how accessible the fucking porn is. You never have to pay for another goddamn flick in your life unless you want to. They got OnlyFans and shit like that, and they got porn where you can pay. But there's so much free porn, shit, there's no need to pay unless you want something specific. But that is a problem with the world that nobody is talking about. Terry Crews came out and admitted that he had a problem with jacking off and looking at porn and shit. He did. Motherfuckers looked at him crazy because it's still that motherfucking, it's still kind of like taboo. But I'm finna take the taboo all off that motherfucker, you dig? That porn is a bitch. But if a motherfucker can keep you skeeting and keep your balls empty, it's like draining your fucking energy. That's a trap too. Porn is a trap. You're not supposed to be jacking off every day and busting all these goddamn nuts, man. You're supposed to be saving that semen. Save that semen, man. That's your power. That's your energy. That's your creative juices. That's everything you need. That's your life elixir. You know what I'm saying? When you skeet, it pulls from every part of your body, which means it's making you weaker. With every skeet, you get weaker and weaker. So it's not good to be addicted to porn. You know what I'm saying? It's not good to be all up into that shit. It's good to be informed about what it is, though. So that's what this about. This a PSA. You could damn near say all the music gonna be PSA. Not all of it, but the majority of it, because I feel like that's what need to be right now. Somebody need to come and do a PSA on what the hell going on. Talk about this shit for the youth. I don't want my youngins to get out here and be all fucked up and don't have nothing to go on. Here you go. Here go a soundtrack for life for a couple of these problems. As time go on, we know that life changes and things and situations change. But you know, we trying to nip it in the bud as much as we can. We trying to put as much information out here as we can, so the youth can have something to go off on. I didn't have a lot of shit to go off on except rap and the negative shit that they was telling me and had me fucked up in the head. But it's not about that. It's about some positive reinforcement, and I'm bringing positive reinforcement to the music game. Or anybody that listen to me, you know, if you want positive reinforcement, here you go. But yeah, like that porn record, man, I'm touching on it, you know, in every aspect. So because it is relatable, but also so, you know, we can have some dialogue about this porn, man, because a lot of people struggling with this shit. You know what I'm saying? They in relationships, have girlfriends and wives and shit, and still they turn over and get on that goddamn phone and be on that porn. So yeah, that's just what that's the nature of the beast. And nobody's making porn records other than, you know, to advertise some sex. But I'm not advertising sex. I'm advertising, hey, this shit is an addiction. Just like sugar. Sugar is the number one thing that you could be addicted to in the world. Porn is just the same. You know what I'm saying? Because it's tied into the fucking dopamine and that feel good shit. So man, it's rough. It's a rough motherfucker. You know, but you have to be strong enough to overcome that shit. You know, I battle with that shit, you know. It's like I'm a junkie on that shit. But life will junk you out on some shit. That's just life, man. You know what I'm saying? It's life. But I'm not gonna let life, you know what I'm saying, handle me and take me down through there. So that's why I'm making records about it. You know what I'm saying? Motherfuckers go through problems and get abused and they don't speak up on the shit. And the shit goes on and they carry it on to the next generation. And that's bad news. Ain't nothing finna be carried over here. Because we finna talk about everything and, you know what I'm saying, open that closet up and let them skeletons breathe, baby. Yeah, that's where we at with it. That's where I'm at with it. But yeah, man, good music, line pushing, nothing safe, risky shit. We not trying to make radio records either. I mean, I can make radio records, but I don't want to because it's enough people making radio records already. Somebody has to make that other kind of music that we can feel. Everything isn't for the radio. Everything ain't supposed to be danced to. Some of this shit is supposed to be sat down and listened to and thought about. It's all about food for thought. Most of this music is food for thought. My music is anyway. Listen to my album Plasma. Now I'm gonna tell you, if you just want some good ass rap, some regular old rap shit, go and listen to my album The Saga of Swipe Jones. Now that's a great rap album. I'm on there rapping, and it got a lot of substance on it. You know what I'm saying? I'm not just rapping to rap. It's good raps, and it's about something. But it's more on the lines of, you know, what everybody else is doing. It is not what everybody else is doing, but it's on the lines of what everybody else is doing. It's more relatable to what they doing. Now, the new shit that I'm doing is nothing like nobody is doing. You know what I'm saying? The only thing that makes it the same is I'm recording in the studio and I'm rapping on beats, you know, but my context And my content is very fucking different. The content is so out of this world and it's different. I'm talking about things nobody talked about. I can't tell you everything because I want you to listen to the album and find out for yourself. But I just gave you one at porn. You know, think about it yourself. You know you like porn. You know, and it's not easy to quit looking at porn, you know, especially when you get that thought, you know. Once you had that thought, man, you got to let that shit go, because if you ponder on that shit too long, you're caught, you dig? So, yeah, man, we making real risque music and helping our people. We trying to help the world. We pushing the world forward. Art is what pushes culture and humanity forward, and this is the art. If the art dies, the people die. Everybody is killing each other because that's what the art dictates. Now, let's make art that dictates life. You know what I'm saying? Let's make art that dictates life. This life dictates art. I mean, this this art dictates life, you know, and not the other way around. It can go either way, but right now it's just dictating art. Art is dictating life. What's going on right now? Look at outside. They building. It's hot, it's cold. What the fuck is they doing? Corona, mask, no mask. You know what I'm saying? Gas, no gas. Pipeline, all kind of shit going on. We don't know, but somebody need to talk about this shit. There got to be some motherfucking dialogue about it. We don't need to suffer in silence. Man, I hate motherfuckers like this. I hate a motherfucker like this, man. I hate that shit, man. I sit back here and did all this fucking work, and you just gonna come and jump me? Wait till I get on the side of that motherfucker. I'm gonna give you an earful, you bitch. Yeah, man. But yeah, man, we making risque music. Risque fucking music. Push that line. When you hear this record, I want you to cringe like, damn. Ooh, I can't believe he said that. Yeah. So stay tuned. Swipe Jones is in the motherfucking house, baby. Oh yeah. Yeah, it's coming soon, man. It's coming soon. It's coming soon. Everything's under control. That's the name of the album. Everything's under control, because everything is under control. You know how people like, be calm. Everything's under control. Listen to that. Everything is under control. Swipe in the house. Stay tuned. Baby, baby.